What is up, guys, and welcome back to another 1980s video. And today we are finally going to get to planting. So if you guys remember from last video, we were doing some spraying. We seeded grass, so technically we've already started planting, but we're gonna officially start it today, or we're gonna start our real crops. Anyway, the grass is probably about halfway ready to being cut. I'd say by the beginning of May it'll be ready to cut. So it's looking really nice though. Cows, they've still got a little bit of feed, I think. Yes, they're still good. Like I said, they're little babies, so they're kind of still learning to walk well too. So anyway, we are going to get into the shed here, and planter's already hooked up. If you guys remember from last video, we got some seed in the planter. We got some beans in there. So planter's good to go, and then we'll probably have to do some more disking today for corn. We'll see how that plays out. Alright, so we'll jump on the 1066 here. Fire it up, and we'll pull it out of the shed. Alright, so first field we're going to be doing is the north field. It'll be going to beans. I have my buddy Tim that's going to come out and probably run the planter eventually, because I'm going to have to be taking him seed, because this thing doesn't hold that much seed. So, but I'm going to be doing the testing here right now at least. But I'm also going to have to be spreading some herbicide. Alright, so got her fired up. Here we go. It's going to be a little slow pulling the planter here, but we should be alright. Pull the planter about 5 miles an hour. It's going to be pretty slow, but we'll get the job done here. So yeah, first crop of the year, and I have gone way too far without getting behind the planter and looking. I'm going to dig in that row. Ooh, depth is definitely a little bit shallow. I'm going to go ahead and adjust stuff. There we go. Okay, depth is adjusted a little bit there, so we'll keep going a little bit. And right there should be alright. Oh yeah, much better there. Spacing, not perfect with this planter because this thing is pretty old, but it's about 3 inches apart here, which is good for beans. There's some doubles and skips in some places, but overall about 2.5 3 inches apart is good for beans. So that's what we're doing there. So we'll keep rolling here. We'll probably go once around the end rows, and we'll let Tim take over after that. Now we are flying. Holy, going about 9 miles an hour down this hill. That is probably not supposed to be doing, but it's okay. We're still putting the seed in the ground. We've got a 6-row planter here, guys, and I'm going to throw out a marker. I completely forgot to do that. Yeah, we got a 6-row planter here, and yeah, Grandpa had this thing for a while before I took over, but then he put those fertilizer tanks on there recently, and I don't know why I didn't end up using that for the spraying over here on the south field. Alright guys, we just about made it around the end rows here, and Tim is not here yet, so I'm probably just going to keep going here with the planter. We're going to do one more pass of end rows around, and then I'll go back and forth. Hopefully Tim gets here soon, but if he doesn't, I'm just going to keep rolling. Oh, I did throw out a marker. I wish I would have done that. Try to follow our planter path the best we can. Alright, and there's 2 end row passes. Come on, if we can make it there. Jeez. Okay, Tim is here, so I'm going to get him going on the back and forth passes here. And then I'll make sure to keep him full with seed. And then I think I could get spread and herbicide behind him. And we do need to do a little organizing around the yard, so yeah, we've got a few things we need to do, so I'll get Tim rolling here and see you guys back down at the farm. Alright guys, we got Tim rolling up there. You can see him out there in the distance. So, next thing's next. I'm going to get this sprayer filled up with herbicide here. Should take the whole thing there. Yep. And I hope that'll get us through at least one of the fields. So then we'll just leave this right here for now until we're ready to use it. Alright guys, so we're just going to hold off until Tim gets a decent ways to the field to start spraying. But what we are going to do is we're going to throw the seed in the back of the truck, which means we got to get disconnected from the sprayer. It's fine, I guess. Alright, so we'll get the hydraulics and the pin pulled there. We got to get in the shed and get the pallet forks on, which they already are on. That's perfect. We'll get the bean seed loaded up in the truck. I think Tim will need filled up here soon, guys. Alright, And we'll get lowered down. Alright, got the seat on, and then I want to get it in the truck next. Alright, gotta get the tailgate down. There we go, got it. Thing's always a piece of crap to get. Hate that tailgate. Alright, we'll get the seat in the truck. There we go, perfect. I'm not going to disconnect these forks yet, so we'll just leave this tractor right here for now. And it looks like Tim's empty, so we'll hurry up and take this out to him so he can keep rolling. Nobody coming on the road. There's really nobody that ever goes on this road except for people that live on it, really. Oh, where would he be at? All the way over there. I'm going to turn around. We're going to head further down and we'll catch him then. Here we are. He's made some good progress. Dang. May have to get the other field ready to go because, I mean, holy. Yeah, he's making really good progress. Alright, we'll get backed up to him. We'll start throwing bags. There we go. Just put one bag in each box. There we go. Alright, and Tim's going to keep rolling there. Perfect. We put usually a bag in each box, so usually it works out pretty good. He can make it a decent ways. So we'll head back to the farm. We'll go ahead and get to spreading some herbicide behind Tim now. I'm just going to pull the truck in the shed here because they're calling for a chance of rain tonight, so I don't want the seed to get wet. So we'll get in here. We'll get these pallet forks off. There we go. Just back straight up to the sprayer. And boom. Good. So this will be our pre-emerge pass on for herbicide, and I think that's probably all we'll do. We'll kind of see how it works. This is just kind of a test run for these chemicals. So we'll fire up the sprayer. We'll get to rolling. Alright guys, kind of change of plans here. So Tim got done planting, and I just decided we're just going to do 2 passes around the inroads and just kind of see how everything does whenever it comes up. Because I don't want to be wasting too much of this herbicide because I don't want to buy any more. I want to just use what we got here in the tank and call it good. So we're just going to see how those 2 passes around the outside of the field do. And it's going to probably take a few weeks for us to tell any difference because that's when the beans will start coming up and we'll really be able to tell what's happening. So Tim's just finishing up there. He's kind of checking to make sure he didn't miss any spots, and he's going to probably clean out the planter because we're going to be planting corn next. I mean, got all our beans done, which is just that north field, and then just the south field for corn. What we're going to do here is I'm going to unhook the sprayer. I'm going to put it in the shed. I don't want to leave it outside. So we're going to need this tractor for moving pallets around. We'll get that unhooked. There we go. We'll get hooked back up to the front loader here. I'm going to get that bean seed out of the back of the truck, and I'll probably put the corn seed in there. We'll just leave the corn seed there for now. Who knows, it could rain for a week straight and we don't use it. I want to use the truck for other things, so I think we'll just park that right there for now. We're not going to be using it. I'll probably go out and disc a little bit. Have Tim get the planter back to the farm, and then yeah, we should be good for the day. We've gotten all that done quick. I didn't realize how quick we get it done. We're kind of having a short day here because I don't want to plant corn quite yet. It's just a little too chilly to plant corn. So next video we should be planting corn. Tim's just out there just still cleaning up spots, but he'll be bringing the planter back to the farm momentarily, and we'll get to disking. Okay guys, so next thing we're gonna do, I've got the planter here. I'm gonna back it into the shop, and Tim's in the shop there. he's going to get switching the plates over to corn. Shouldn't take him terribly long, but it'll probably take him an hour at least. Hopefully he's got, oh yeah, there we go. He's got plenty of room now. Got to work on those plates, and I'm going to go out and disc a little bit. I'm going to shut these doors up because we're done with the planter for the day. So fire up the tractor and we'll get this out. I'm just going to go and disc a couple passes around the end rows and we'll call it good. We are going to have to be getting our hay equipment out soon too. Again, as I said last video, guys, if you have any idea what's happening with this lag here with this disc, I have no idea, but please tell me in the comments if you know what's happening here. It's just anytime I set any tillage in the ground on this map, it just starts lagging like crazy. It's terrible. Anyway, if you guys know what the issue is here, please let me know in the comments. But this is why we're only going to do a couple passes around the end rows, and then we'll probably call it good after that. Alright guys, we just about got the 2 headland passes done here, but I think that's all we're going to do for today. Next video we'll come back and we'll finish doing tillage on this field. So we'll lift up the disc there, we'll fold it up. But yeah, like I said, I think that's all we're going to do on this field for today. Next video we'll come and finish it up, and then we'll be planting corn into that field, and then we'll kind of go from there. I'm assuming we're going to be cutting hay not too long after that. This disc I'll probably just leave outside because we're going to use it again next video. So we'll just shut it off. We'll leave it right there. I think that's all we've got for you guys today. I know it was kind of a shorter one today. We were just kind of dipping our toes into planting and kind of just starting everything out. Anyway, I think that is going to do it for this one, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to be notified when future planting content uploads in the future. We will see you guys later. Peace.